What's up, everybody? Matt here, Toolman here. We're gonna step into this master bathroom closet today, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what we're gonna do. So check out right up there on the ceiling where I didn't paint. Well, we're gonna cut a hole up there today, and I'm gonna install a Werner Compact Attic Ladder so that we can get up in the attic on the master suite side of the house. Let me take you right out here and show you what the deal is. You can look up here at the top of the stairs and see that there's a hole up there as well. That's also going to be an attic ladder to get in the attic on the second story. But we have this tall wall right here, all the way across to the foyer, which does not allow you to step down from the high attic into the lower attic, which is over the master bedroom, the master bathroom, and the master closet. So in order to blow in insulation, do inspections, you won't be able to do that without attic access. So that's what we're doing today. Let's get started. Tim and I have marked this out, squared it up, and we've decided exactly where we're going to cut this hole in the ceiling up here. I'm going to use this oscillating tool right here. Don't be laughing down there, Gump. You're shaking the camera. I'm going to use this oscillating tool right here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my sheetrock out so we can further inspect what we're doing. We had to move this hole from the center of the room toward this wall. The reason for doing that is we needed a 44-inch clear space for this Werner Compact Attic Ladder to go up in there and lay. You will see that in another video. We won't be installing that today. We are only prepping the hole today. Alright guys, we just got that cut out. Now I've just got to work it a little bit and get it to pop off of these screws that are holding it up in this joist right here. And that's how we do it here at Freytag Builders. Alright, Tim and I are currently up in the attic right now. And this right here joist that I have my knee on is the one that we're going to be cutting out. So we have made this little stiff leg right here. And I'm going to screw it into these joists. And the purpose of that is to hold the weight of this middle joist up when we cut it out so that we can put our 2x8 double header in here that will hold it permanently. And you may be saying that we need to build a wall under there or this isn't good enough. Well, in the case of a larger room and more weights on here, we would do that. But these joists are only like 4'6" long. There's nothing on them except for me at the current moment, and I'll be standing on the ladder once we start doing this. So I don't see any purpose in wasting the time and effort in building walls under each side. What do you think, Gump?
I don't see a need for it either.
The next step of this process is I'm going to measure and mark out this piece right here that we're cutting out. I'm doing a double joist, so that's going to be 3 inches. Each one's 1.5 inches. So let's measure over 3 inches. Come over to this one. Measure over 3 inches. Take my trusty triangle and mark it there. Mark it there. I'm going to go ahead and transfer this over to the other side because part of this I'm going to cut with my skill saw and the other part I'm going to have to finish off with the Sawzall. I'm going to take my skill saw and we're going to cut this out. Now I'm going to take this Sawzall and I'll finish the remainder of this cut. There it is. Now I'll probably just grab my oscillating tool and just cut the rest of that off. I didn't want to jam that Sawzall blade through the sheetrock that's right here and have to patch that up. So let me jump down here and get this oscillating tool. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So we're gonna take this oscillating tool and we'll just finish off this little cut right here. Dang. That bathroom floor feels solid. What do you think?
I believe an elephant could sleep in here.
What I'm talking about is we did some foundation surgery under this house and we gave it some steroid strength gains. You can click the link above to check out the video we did yesterday when we put this beam in here on top of a brand new footer we hand dug. All right, now we're ready to install our 2x8 little side header material. They measure 30 3/4, so let's go ahead and get that marked out right here. We'll triangle it up. Let's cut this baby. We're back up here in the attic again and we're ready to go with our side headers. I did make a little notch here for a electrical cord that you can't see. It's behind the joist here. And let's just knock this one out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna nail these in to this joist right here first before we nail them here and here. And this will allow us to pull square from these corners and get this thing perfectly square before we nail it in here and then put our secondary pieces in to double up each side. Alright, so now we're going to be able to pull our measurements across here and get this thing all squared up. You got 43 1/4 there. We got 43 1/4 there. Can you believe that, Gump?
That's unbelievable.
Our opening is the same on both sides. So now I'm ready to finish nailing this off. All right, now I'm gonna run down here, cut the two pieces to double up this header, put it on here and nail it up. And then we are finished with our rough opening. You might be wondering, what the heck is he doing? Well, what he's doing is, I'm building this up. These are 2x8s, like I said earlier. I'm building this up to the recommended height for the insulation to go under here before we lay this plywood on. 2x8 height with plywood on it, that thin insulation, that's old school. This is what's required in the building code. In the new school stuff, you can still have your R38 in here, meet all your code requirements, and not lose your heat. We'll also be insulating the door panel that we put in here in a future video. Alright guys, and that concludes today's video. And I want to thank every one of y'all for watching the video and for watching my show. Where's the ladder? Tim, where'd you go? And I want to thank every one of y'all for watching my video and subscribing to my channel. And make sure you go down there and click that subscribe button and turn on the post notifications. And I will see y'all in the next video.